Alright, we're here in the shop, Head West Hats, getting ready to do a P-curl on a beaver hat. This is a hat that I've already done a bound edge on, so it has actually kind of a wide ribbon bound edge, 5/8 bound edge. Doing a P-curl all the way around this hat brim. So what we need to do is get it wet. I'm going to use this spray bottle here just on the very edge. We really don't want water in here. We just want the water kind of just on that ribbon. And it'll bleed over onto the hat brim a little bit, but we can take care of that pretty simple. My P-curl iron is hot, so we're ready to go ahead and get this wet. I'm going to get off my work surface a little bit so I don't make that wetter than I need to. The biggest thing when you're doing a P-curl is you wet it and you dry it all in one step. You don't want to leave it wet just around the outside of your hat brim, because you can get watermarks with that little problem right there. So we're gonna make sure whatever we get wet we dry immediately with our iron. So that's the top side. I'm going to swap over, get the bottom side, and I don't know if you can see me here, but I am just doing that ribbon, just kind of getting that ribbon wet, which is going to give enough moisture to that hat that we can run that iron around there, get a nice roll on it. Okay, so that's plenty wet. We're done with that water now. So I'm going to start not right in the direct front. I'm going to start kind of over here on the side. Just kind of get the iron over that edge, and it's not easy to get it started. It kind of wants to fold that ribbon around and but you just kind of keep working it onto there. Not sure if you can see that edge there that's going into the iron. I'm trying to hold it up with my fingers, and we've got the steam, of course, we're creating from the hot iron and the wet ribbon and hat. We're going to keep working it in there. Once we get around one time, this will get a lot easier because we kind of have our curl is kind of getting established at that point. But the first time, you're kind of having to pull it up and help it into the iron as you go. And just little by little here. You don't want to get it too hot, so you do want to keep moving. You don't want to ever walk away from your project here. I'll keep that iron moving, so you can see now I'm getting onto that original spot I started, and it's going much easier. Not having to help it too much. I'm just going to go around probably twice, all the way around the whole entire hat. Just kind of establish that roll pretty good. And then we'll make sure everything is dry before we move on to just hand steaming. This particular hat, I don't need a real tight roll, so I'm not trying real hard to get it rolled in there really tight. But so now I've come all the way around the hat. I'm just getting to that point again. So I've come all the way around twice. I might go just a little bit further here. I'm still getting a lot of steam, which means it's still pretty damp, and I can run around here pretty quick and get that dried out a little bit more before I pull the iron off. As long as I keep moving, I'm not hurting anything really here. Okay, so I think this is about all I'm going to do. I'm going to go past the front here, and then I'm going to pull my iron right back off, right in the spot I started. So there you go. I've got a pretty good roll on there, and now I'll take my my iron, just run it around the bottom, make sure if there's any wet spots, I'm hitting them with this flat surface of the iron just to make sure they're all nice and dry. Don't want any moisture left on that. And then I can go ahead and put it over my steamer and start steaming and getting that brim shaped how I want it. So there you go. That's a pretty basic P-curl. I want to get my work surface all dried out here. Don't want any moisture on there going into the hat. So there it is. Thanks for watching.